Hello everyone and welcome in this video. This is a tutorial video for my infinite wood farm, and if you haven't already seen the video explaining how this farm works, I strongly advise you to watch it before this tutorial. We'll put a link in the description so you can watch it before you start building this farm, so you know what you're building. This tutorial will cover 3 versions of the farm, so the self-sustain mode, both with TNT dupers and dispensers, and also the super fast mode, which will produce much more logs per hour. You can refer to the timestamps to find the version you need. The building material list in the description is for the self-sustain mode only with TNT dupers, but it's very similar for the other two with only a few blocks being modified, so you can also refer to it. It will not change a lot. Before we start with the tutorial, make sure to like and comment this video, as this channel is brand new. It will help a lot. And you can also subscribe if you don't want to miss next tutorials. So let's go with the tutorial. Alright, so before we build the farm, make sure you have enough space for it. We will need a 22 by 28 blocks platform with 67 free space above it. So before we start, we just come here in this corner and we count 11 blocks on the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 6 blocks in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we put a piston here with a block on top and a lever. This will be the global on-off switch of the farm. Now we need to put an observer facing this way and another one block here, so when we flick the lever we create a redstone clock here. Now on the back of this observer you put a block and then 6 more blocks just like that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you put another block here, you leave a gap here, and then 2 more blocks here with redstone dust on top of all these blocks and a repeater on 1 tick here. Now here you need to put a non-movable block, then a regular block here, another one here with redstone dust, another one here with dust, and then a glass block here with dust on top of it. Now you need a sticky piston facing down, just like that. And now on the back you need 1 block here, 1 block here in the diagonal, and 2 repeaters, each on 4 ticks. And here you need another block connecting these 2 repeaters. Now you need to put another block here, and now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks with redstone dust on it. Now you come back here to the end of this line, and you will put 5 more blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 more blocks on this side. 1, 2, 3. You put redstone dust on all of these blocks. 1, 5, 1, 2, 3. And then you leave a 1 block gap here, and you put another 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like that. And you need 3 repeaters on 4 ticks here, and then 2 redstone dust, just like that. Now another block here and a repeater on 3 ticks. Now you need an observer watching at this redstone line, a sticky piston just like that, and now you should put a block here, and you should have just 1 block gap here. Then you need another repeater here, another block here, sorry, and on top a repeater on 1 tick, just like that. Now you come back here on the end of this line, and you put a target block just like there, another one in diagonal just like that, and you need 2 droppers facing into each other, just like that. Now you need 2 blocks behind the droppers with 2 comparators pointing out. Now you need 2 observers watching the comparators with some sticky piston facing up, just like that. And you need to put 2 observers on top of the pistons. Now you need to put 2 blocks here with repeaters on top of each of these blocks on 1 tick, and 2 more blocks here with 2 pistons facing down. Now in this dropper, so the one with the target block down, you need to put 2 items. This should push up this observer. Now you need to come back on this side. You put an observer with a block behind it and 3 blocks like that, and another 3 blocks here and 1 more block here. Now you need to put redstone dust here and here, a target block here, and repeaters on 4 ticks here and here. Now here downstairs you need to put a block, redstone dust, an observer watching down, a block on top of it, and then you put 1, 2, 3 blocks, then 1, 2, 1, 2. You just follow back this line, but with 1 gap on top. And here you need to put redstone, 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 and a repeater here on 4 ticks. Alright, so you should have something looking like that. Now we come back here on this side, we put an observer with a block here, we go down another block here, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we put dust 1, 1, 2, 3, then we need a repeater on 2 ticks, dust, yeah, another block, dust on top. We need a torch just here. Then we need to put a block here with some dust, another block on the side, dust on top, and another torch here, just like that. Now on this side we need 2 more blocks, one with dust and one with a repeater on 2 ticks. And 1 last torch just here. Now under the torch we put 2 temporary blocks here just to be here. We put 1 block, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and on this side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here we need 1, 2, 3 more blocks with a torch just like here, and a sticky piston on the side of this torch, so it should grasp this block. Now here on this little platform you need to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dust, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dust, another one here, and here we'll need the repeaters, so here 1 on 1 tick, and here 1 on 4 ticks, 4 ticks, and 2 ticks, just like that. Now on the side here we need to go up 2 blocks, so 1, 2 with dust, and 1 more block on the side, just like that. And now we need to go straight until this piston here. We need to put another sticky piston here facing down, and then we need to put dust here. So after this redstone 1, 2, and here we have 1 little gap with a repeater on 2 ticks. Now here on the on switch we will put a redstone dust, an observer facing down, a block, and now we need to connect these 2, and here another repeater on 2 ticks and redstone dust, just like that. Alright, we are now done with gray and yellow lines, redstone lines, so we'll start with the central part of the farm. So here you come to this repeater, you should put a block here, and a glass block on top. And here dust, 2 more blocks here on the side of the glass, and 1 more block here. Now you put dust on top of them. Now on this side of the glass you put 1 more block on the same level, then you go up 1 block in diagonal, and another you put another glass block here with dust on these 3 blocks. Now you take some target blocks, and you need to put 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, making this little cross shape. And here we need to have a last one here with 1 gap here compared to this one. So you have this kind of pattern. On top of each target block, we'll now put a torch with a sticky piston facing up. And on top of each of these pistons, we need to put an allium block. Alright, so now we'll need to put the minecart, the hopper minecart inside the allium blocks. So to do so, we need to put a temporary block here, a hopper pointing into this block here, and another hopper pointing into this one. Now you can remove that, and same thing on the other side. So we put a temporary block here, a hopper, another hopper pointing into it, and now we can remove that. Alright, so now for the minecarts, we need to temporarily remove the torches to get the allium blocks at the same level than the hoppers. And now we need to put the minecart. So we'll start with this one, it's the easiest one. So we need to put a honey block here with 2 gravel blocks on top, a rail. We put the minecart, you push the minecart inside the honey block, then you can remove the rail, remove the honey block, and now you have a minecart which should be partially over the hopper. Now same thing here, you put a honey block, 2 gravel blocks on top. For this one there is a special trick, so you need to put the rails, minecart, you push the minecart into the honey block just like normal, then you break the rails. Now you need to put a temporary block here and come and push this minecart in this corner. Now it's okay, you can remove this block. You put a rail here, a minecart, you can push this minecart normally, remove the rail, and now when you remove the honey block, you should see that both minecarts are partially on top of this hopper. So if you put any item in this minecart, it should go inside the hopper. And now same thing for the 2 last one here, it's easy. You just put a honey block, 2 gravel blocks, a rail, minecart, you push the minecart inside the honey block, you can remove the rails, same thing on the other side. And now you can replace the torches on the target blocks, and all the minecarts are inside the allium blocks and they can't move when you will build the rest of the farm. Now we'll place the circuit that will extract the block from above the allium blocks. So here we need to place pistons facing upward on this side, here on this side, so the opposite to the on-off switch, another piston, and here same thing on the exterior, 1 piston, 1 piston. Now we need sticky pistons pointing to these blocks, so just like that, on the five pistons, 2, 3, 4, and 1 last here, 5. Okay, now we need the circuits to connect these pistons. So here you came behind, you create a little loop, just a little U shape like that. You put a repeater on one tick here, test, a torch. Now you get down 2 blocks, you put another torch, another little U shape, like that, with test on both sides, a repeater on 2 ticks, then a block in front of each of them, and redstone dust here and here, and one last torch just like here. So you should have these 2 pistons extended. Same thing on this side. So you come here on the back and you create your little U shape. So here you need your repeater on 1 tick, test, torch, get down 1 block, put another torch, another U shape, repeater on 2 ticks, test, 2 blocks in front of the repeaters with dust on top of them, and one last torch. So you should have these 2 pistons extended too. Now for the last one, it's a bit more complicated. So you come here, so you should be on the side with the longest line. So you come here, you put a block just directly against this piston, then you go down 1, you go up here, you get down 1 more, so you have this little zigzag. You put a repeater, another repeater, both on 1 tick. Now you come here 1 block behind, you put a torch, you get down 2 blocks, you put another torch, another block here with a repeater on 1 tick. Now you need another block here with redstone dust, and now you should have here 2 blocks remaining. The first one you put a repeater on 1 tick, then a redstone dust. And now you get down here 2 more blocks and you put 1 last torch. So you should have these 5 pistons extended now. Now we will connect these magenta lines to this yellow line. So to do so, we need an observer watching this redstone, like that. Just behind we need a block, another block, then we go up 2 blocks. Here you can put 2 redstone, 1 redstone, and here a repeater on 3 ticks. So this will connect this observer to these 2 pistons. Now here on the side you can 1, 2, 3 blocks, another a repeater on 3 ticks, then 2 redstone dust. Then you get up 1 block, and then here you come 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 block, and you should be able to connect this to activate this block. Now we need to connect this to this last torch. So to do so, we need to get up 1, 2, then we go 1, so we don't want to mess here, and then we can just follow like that. Here and here we need to go down 1, so this redstone activates the block and is not connected to this torch. You can put some redstone dust here, and now everything should be connected. Before we put the dispensers, we need to add 2 more nylon blocks here with a glass block on top, and same thing on this side, nylon block here with a glass block on top, just like that. And now we can put the dispensers. We need 10 dispensers, So 2 here. Same thing here. 1 pointing into the alien block and 1 pointing on the block just above. So here. 2 here and 2 more here. All these dispensers have to be connected with hoppers, so we'll start by this here on this side. So put 1 hopper here, 1 other here, then 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this direction. Same thing on this side, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here, same thing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they are all aligned. And now we need a upper line above this one. So here, like that. And now we need 10 more here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now 6 in this direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now this side with only 4 dispensers, it's a bit more complicated. So we need 2 hoppers pointing into the dispensers. We come back 1 to be aligned with these pistons, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are aligned with this torch. On the other side, we put 2 hoppers pointing into the dispensers, then 1, 2, 3, 4 to be aligned with the repeater here. 1, then we go up 1 block, then we go back 2, we come back here with a little corner, then 2 more to be above this one. Now we need to align this line of hoppers with this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You should be just aligned with the other line. And now you fill up the line. So you should have 2 hoppers pointing in different directions here. Now it's time to fill the dispensers with bone meal. So you can put 9 stacks of bone meal in each dispenser. So you should have all these dispensers filled in with bone meal. And same thing for the hoppers. For the hoppers, there is a trick. If you don't have enough bone meal, you can just put 1 stack of bone meal and then 4 non-stackable items. And you can do that for all the hoppers, except for these 2, so the 2 first hoppers of this line, and these 2, so the 2 first hoppers of this line. These 4 hoppers have to be filled with bone meal. Now there is a special thing to do. It's optional. If you don't want to, you don't have to. It's just to put 2 strings here next to this piston. 1 on this side, 1 here between the 2 hoppers, and 2 here on the side of this piston, 1 here between the 2 pistons, and 2 more here. This string is just to prevent wart to grow here. You don't have to, you can just let the warts grow here, just not really pretty, so just put some string here to prevent the wart from growing here. Now we will connect the dispenser on this side to the clock. So to do so, we need 2 target blocks here, 1 here, then we need a glass block here, just on the bottom with a redstone dust on top. Here we need a solid block just under this dispenser with 2 more solid blocks coming here. With here we need 1 repeater on 1 tick, 1 dust, then 1 block here, dust, then another block here, then we need to go up 1 block, go down 1 block, just like that. We put redstone dust, and redstone dust. Now we need to go down one more block, like that. One block here, then we need to go down 1, 2 with dust on top of them. Then 2 more blocks in this direction. 1, 2. Then we can come 1 block here, and then we should be aligned with this repeater here. So this line will connect these top dispensers here and this bottom one here. Let's connect these 2 dispensers. So we need a target block here, another one here. On this side, we need a glass block here with solid blocks, just like that. Then we need here to get under this little gap with 1, 2, 3 blocks. Then we need 2 more glass blocks here and 1 glass block here. Now we need to put redstone dust on all of these blocks. So we connect this to this target block and this one. And now everything should be connected. Now we need to connect this block to this redstone line. So to do so, we need to get down here 1 block, then 1 again, and another 1 block. Then we need 2 blocks, and then we are connected. Redstone dust to link everything, and now everything, all the dispensers should be connected to the main clock. Now let's connect the bottom dispensers. So to do so, we need to come here on the back, put 4 blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4, with redstone dust on them. Now we need a target block here and another one here. Basically, we'll just build another one of this counter here. So here 2 target blocks like that, with a dropper here and another dropper facing into this one. So they are just facing each other. Now 2 blocks here on the back, with comparators on them, and to observe watching at the comparators. Now we need 2 sticky pistons here with observers facing into this direction. Now we can put items in the droppers. So in this dropper next to the target block we need 31 item. And in this one, without a target block next to it, we need to put only 1 item. So 31 and 1 item. Now, next to the pistons, we need 2 blocks with repeaters on 1 tick on each of them, and 2 more blocks here with pistons facing down, just here to grasp the target blocks. Now on the top, we need 3 more blocks here, 1, 2, 3, with redstone dust on this one, and here we need a repeater on 4 ticks. From here we can now connect these 2 dispensers. So here we'll put block here, one block up, then we go on the side and we go up 1 of the block, then we put 2 more blocks, and then we can connect to this magenta line here. And then we can come 1, 2, 3, and you should be just below here this dispenser, so you can put another block here. And now we need 2 repeaters on 4 ticks, just like that, and we connect here with redstone. So this one is connected. Now let's connect this one. So here we need 1, 2, 3 blocks. Then we can come all the way here with just until we reach this little gap here. And now we can put 1 block here and connect these two lines. Now we need redstone and repeaters. So here we need 4 ticks repeaters. Redstone until here, and on the last block we can put another repeater on 4 ticks. On the other side it's a bit more complicated, so we need to come here. We need to put 2 blocks here with 1 more block here, 1 up. So redstone dust here, repeater on 4 ticks. Then we need 1, 2, 3 more blocks, then 1 block here and 2 more blocks here. It should be just below the dropper, so the dispenser. So you put another block here and this block will power this dispenser. So here we need a repeater on 4 ticks, another repeater on 4 ticks, and redstone dust here to connect to this block. For the other dispenser, we'll start directly from below it. So here we need to put a block with another block here on the bottom with the redstone dust on top. A block here, another block here with a repeater on 4 ticks. And then 1 more block here to power this repeater. Now here we need to come 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, so you should be aligned with this little gap. And then we need to come here until we reach this redstone line. Now we need some redstone dust. Here. Here we need a repeater on 4 ticks, and then we can continue the redstone line until we reach this block. Now the whole wiring below is done. We need to build the collection system. So we come here next to the on-off switch. We count 1, 2 blocks and we put a soul sand on top. Then we need a dropper facing into this direction here. On the side we need a block here with a comparator and a sticky piston here facing up. Then we need an observer watching the comparator and another observer watching in this direction. Now here we need some block around the soul sand, so 1, 2, 3 blocks, then a nice block. Same thing on the other side, 1, 2, 3 block and a nice block. And on this side we need 1, 2, 3, 4 glass blocks. They don't have to be glass, you can use any solid block if you want. And then 1, 2, 3 with glass, just like that. On this direction we need to add 2 more blocks here, and here we need to add 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You should be just next to this hopper line. And now we need 1, 2, 3 more here, and here we can just come back here to form the loop. So here 2 more here, and you should have this ice loop just like that with this gap here. Now there will be water on this ice, so all around we need to form a little block wall so the water will not be leaking. And here on this side we need some honey blocks because there will be the sorting system below with hoppers, so as the honey is not a full block, the hopper will be able to pick up the items. So here we need a full wall, and same thing on the inside. We need to put blocks here. They don't have to be glass, you can use any solid block you want, but it's easier with glass because you can see the items flowing, so if there is any mistake you can easily see if the items are stuck. Now we'll come just up here. On the side of this hopper we'll add 2 temporary blocks, then a dropper facing down. Then we will add 2 more temporary blocks, 1 more dropper facing down, then 1 temporary blocks, another dropper, and then 2 more temporary blocks and another dropper. Here you should have two more space before the hoppers. Now you can remove the temporary blocks, and here we need a block next to each dropper with a comparator on top, and a piston, an observer watching the comparator on top of the piston, and another observer on top of the comparator, just like that. Now here on the side of each dropper you need to put a block to avoid the droppers to shoot the items on the glass blocks. So here you just close this little gap here. Now we can add the water in, so we'll start here on the soul sound. We need water on every levels, and then one more water here. So it's flowing in both ways. So here we need a pressure plate, preventing it from flowing. Now here, just after this dropper, we need another pressure plate with some water just next to it. Now we need another pressure plate here on the just before the last block, another water here, and here we need a pressure plate, some water, and now here one last pressure plate and one last water. So now the full loop is there is water in the full loop, and we can now close on the top with blocks just like that, so we can prevent any item falling into the water flow. Just like that. And yes, here too, but just don't put any glass here below the dropper, just between them. Oops. Yeah, and here too, we need to close the full loop, just like that. Now we need to come here on the back, and we need to count 1, 2, 3 eyes, and on the fourth we need to put a hopper. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hoppers. Now just here below the eyes we put a temporary block, and then a double chest, and we need 9 double chests too, one for each hopper. 9, just like that. Now you can remove this block. Now on the side of each of these chests we need one hopper and another hopper pointing into this one here. Now we will need some blocks here, so we'll need a row of blocks like that, with comparators on top of them like that. Now we will need to come one below like that. Yes, one row with a redstone torch. These are basic item filters. Then we need to come one below with a repeater on one tick. Then we need 2 blocks here on each for each sorter, and one more block here on the back. And you can put redstone dust on all these blocks. Now we need to put the items into the filters. So for each hopper here we need 4 dummy items, and then 1 item which will be sorted. So here we need a warp stem. Here on these 2 we need some wart. We need actually 2 with wart, because many wart can come at the same time. Here we need some shroomlight, some warped roots, 1 for warped fungus, 1 for twisting vines, 1 for crimson roots, and 1 last for crimson fungus. Now we'll need to build the recycling item composting thing. So we'll need to come here below the chests. We need to put a redstone block here, not below this one, because this is a chest for the stems, for the logs, so we don't need this kind of stuff here. Now we need a redstone lamp here on the top, next to each of these chests, and sticky piston facing into the redstone blocks, like that. Here on the back we need some glass blocks with a lever on top. So now if you trigger the lever, it should move the redstone block here. So now on this side, we need to put here 2 hoppers pointing down and a composter. Now we need 1 hopper here. For these 2 it's a bit special, we'll just make them after. Now we need a hopper line here going into this hopper, so this composter will compost all the shroomlights and roots and fungus. Now these are the 2 chests for the wart. So for this one we need a chest here, a double chest here, just here below the torches. Yeah, it's for the 2 wart chests. So here I need 2 hoppers, here 2 composters, and now we can run a hopper line from here, just from these 2 composters, linking it to this one. Now before we continue, make sure that if you want to expand this storage to store more logs, you need 2 hoppers here, not just 1, because at least one of them is always locked by this redstone block, so either this one or this one. So make sure you have 2 here, and then you can add more chests if you want a bigger storage. Now back below here, we need to add 4 temporary blocks here, 1, 2, 3, 4 next to this composter. Then below the fourth one we need a dropper facing into this direction, and we need to add some hoppers pointing into the dropper. So all the bone meal produced by these 3 composters will end up in this dropper. Now here we need a block with a comparator on top, a sticky piston, an observer watching the comparator, and another observer on top, just like that. And now we need here a soul sand with with blocks all around. And now we need to go these walls up, because here we'll put some water to have basically a water elevator. So we need to go up until we reach this hopper line here. Here at the top, you need to add 2 ICs just like that. Then 9 more following this line of hoppers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here you should have a chest. So a double chest with 1 on each of these hoppers. 1 going in this direction, 1 going in this direction. And then hoppers pointing into this chest. So 1 and 2 more on this side. And same thing here. 1 and 2 more on this side. Now on the last here, you must put a block, a sand, and a cactus on top. So this will destroy any extra bone meal that could arrive if this chest and this hopper are full. This cactus will just destroy the remaining items. Now you need to put 1 more block here. Then we need to form a little wall here, preventing the water from leaking. And on this side, we need some honey blocks, so to align the items against this border. Now here we need to add some water. So here on each level, we need to add some water. And you shouldn't have to add any pressure plate or anything. The item will just come here with enough momentum to reach this cactus. Now we just need to close the top of this water stream with blocks, just like that, and just add 1 more block here to prevent this cactus from growing. Now that we have built the sorting system, we need to build the hopper line to bring the item from the farm to the item sorter. So to do so, we'll start here with this hopper, this dropper here. We'll put 12 hoppers pointing into it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You should be one block after this piston here. So now you can come here all the way until you reach this top hopper here. And you can come down one here, then one more here, one on the top, and then you should be able to connect this line. So these hoppers will go into the dropper, to the water elevator, to the sorting system. Now for the hopper on this side, we need to come here, just here at the level of this little gap. We put 1, 2 hoppers here pointing down, and we can come here through the little gap, and then one more here, another one, and then we can just put a hopper to connect these two hoppers to the dropper. Now all the hopper minecart in the middle are connected to this dropper. Now for the hoppers that will collect the items blown up by the TNT, we need to come here in front of each of these droppers. We need to put 1, 2, 3 hoppers. Then we need to come here next to this torch. We need to put a temporary block and the top slab here. You can remove this block after. Then same thing here. We need to come here next to this block. We need a top slab 2, and same thing for this torch, temporary block and a top slab here, just like that. Now here we need to actually create the hopper. Here we'll have a massive hopper platform. So to do so, we have 2 rows going into this one, 1 row going into this one. So here these 4 rows will go into this dropper. This one we need 1. So here we have just these 2 lines going into this dropper. Same thing here, just these 2 lines going into this dropper. And here we need 1, 2, and 1, 2. So these 5 lines going into this hopper. Now on this side we need now to continue. So here we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more here, 3, 4, 5. 5 more here. 6, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here we need 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So you should be 1 block past this slab. Now on this side, here we need to leave 1 gap here. Here we need another one, and then we need basically to fill up this area with hopper. So here we need 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, and now you just fill everything here. Alright, so that's done for this dropper here. Now for this one, we need to come here with hoppers like that. Here we won't have a hopper because the block will go up. The wart and the logs will go up from this gap. So here we can't have a hopper. So here we need a little detour just like that. We can continue. Here, same thing. So here we make a little detour too. And then we continue way up to the back, just like that. Similar thing here. Here we have this slab, so we have this little detour. Now we can continue. Here no block because same thing. There is a log going up. Here we can have. Here we don't want a hopper. Same reason. And here same thing. Well, now you should have all these 2 lines done, and now we need just to fill in these lines too. They are the easiest because there is no piston holes or anything. We just put hoppers all the way until the back. And same thing on this side. Now here, this one we can't go in this direction, so we just put it into this one. Here, same thing, we don't want to go into this one because this one is connected to the bone meal line, so we just go here on the side, and now we just finish all the hoppers to get our flat square of hoppers. We also need a border to prevent water from leaking, so we'll start the border here on this hopper. Here we just come all the way until here, one block after the last hopper, and we go around with concrete. Now any block, you can put any block, they won't be blown up by the TNT because they are too far. Here, and we just close the little border, just like that. Now we need to add some slabs for the water placement, so in this corner we need one here diagonal from this block. In this corner we need to count 1, 2, 3 on this block here. Here between these 3 holes we need 1, then we count 1, 2 on the right, and then 2 more slabs, 1 gap here, 2 more slabs, 1 gap here, 1 more slab. Here we need 1 in the corner. Then we need to come in this corner, we need to count 1, 2, 3, and 1 block here on the left. So you have 3 blocks from this border, 2 blocks from here. 1 more here, and we are done. We just need to add a fence gate onto this one and on this one, just like that. Now let's place the pistons. So we need to come between these 2 slabs, and we need a column of 25 solid blocks. Now we need 25 sticky pistons facing into this direction. And then 25 ancient debris, and yeah, just sticked onto these pistons. Just like that. Now back to the bottom. Here we need 2 slabs or a block, and we need 24 pistons facing into this direction. Same thing on this side, so here we need a block and 24 pistons. Now on the back, we need to alternate between target blocks and solid blocks. So we need to start here with a target block in front of the 2 slabs here, or the solid block, then a solid block, then a target block, and so on, and just until we reach the top. Here we should have this kind of shape. Now we are almost done with towers of thing. We just need to come here on this side. So here we need to put 3 obsidians behind this slab, and we need a tower of 27 obsidian for these 3 columns. Now you should arrive 2 blocks above this top ancient debris. Now on the top of this ancient debris you will need 2 more obsidian, then here 2 more solid blocks, and same thing here on the side, 2 more solid blocks here, and 2 more solid blocks here. Now before we put water, we need to put some blocks here in the holes to prevent items from falling before the first tree grows. So we need to put logs, for example, they will just blow up and end up in the system with the rest. Now we can put some water, so we need to waterlog all the slabs on the platform. Now you should have water on the whole platform. Now we will connect the pistons to the bottom redstone. So we need to come here on this level. We need to put an observer watching the piston and the solid block. Then we need 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. On the 10th block, we need a repeater on 4 ticks. Then we need 7 more block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we can come here. We need 1 block here, and then we can go down until we're on the same level from this platform, and come here, just connect these two platforms. Now we need some dust from this observer all the way up to the repeater, and more dust, and here we need another repeater on 4 ticks. Now we need to put a block here between the slabs, and another one here on the bottom, with 2 redstone dust here and here, and a solid block here with redstone dust too. Now we need to create a staircase of glass. So we put a glass, redstone dust, and glass, redstone dust, glass, redstone dust, glass, redstone dust, etc. And we need to count the number of glass, so 1, 2, 3, and on the 5th we actually need to put a repeater. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we need 1 more glass here, and after this glass here we need a solid block, a block here on top, a repeater on 1 tick, then dust, and now we can continue the little staircase with glass. Actually here at the top we need 1 more redstone piece here. Alright, so now all the bottom parts of the farm are done. We need to build the TNT duping module. So to do so, we need to put a temporary block here next to this obsidian. Then we need to count 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we put a block here on the right side. So 1 more block here, and a block here on the back. Then 3 more temporary blocks. 1, 2, 3. And we need to put a block on the left. This has to be a glazed terracotta block because it will not stick to slime blocks. Then we need to count 3 more blocks. 1, 2, 3. And we need to put 1 block here and 1 block here. Then we need to count 4 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need to put a block here on the left. Then we need to count 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we put a block on the back, just like that. And then 4 more blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we put a block on the right. Now for each of these blocks, we need to put a piston facing into the middle. So here, this piston will push the TNT. And we need to do this for all the 8 blocks. Now we can remove the temporary blocks, and you should have 8 pistons facing into the same whole column here, where the TNT will drop. Now for each piston you need to put a wall, an open fence gate attached to this wall, then a TNT block on top, another wall on top of the TNT block, 2 slime blocks on the back, 1 on the top, then a sticky piston facing into this direction, and a detector rail and a minecart. And you need to do that for all the 8 pistons. Once it's done, you should have something like that. So now we need to put more slime blocks. So we come here to the first piston, and on the right we put 1 more slime block like that, and 2 more coming towards the TNT in this direction. Now for this one, it's the same thing but on the left. So one slime block, 2 coming to the TNT. For the third one, we need to put it on the right side. So here, 1 slime block, 2 more slime blocks. Here we have 2 different modules at the same height, so we need to put the slime blocks at the opposite corner. So here on the right, 2 here on the left. Then on this one we need to put it on the left. This one on the left too. And this last one on the right. And now for all these duping module, we need to put a dead coral fan on the back slime. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now all the duping modules are ready. Now we need to put some walls around these blocks. So for this bottom piston we need one block here and a glazed terracotta on top, and the other side we need 3 regular blocks. So 1, 2, 3 and until we reach the TNT. For this module we already have 2 blocks on this side. We need to add a glazed terracotta on this side, and on the left we need 1 regular block and 1 terracotta block. Now for the next module, we need 3 regular blocks on the left, so 1, 2, 3 until we reach the TNT, and 2 glazed terracotta on the other side. So here we leave a gap and 2 glazed terracotta on the other side. Now when for the stair where we have 2 modules, we need 1 regular block here. 1 glazed terracotta on top. On this side we need actually 2 glazed terracotta, and between the 2 we need 1, 2, 3 regular blocks. Now for the next, make sure you don't move your minecart out. Now for this module we need 3 regular blocks on this side, 1, 2, 3, 1 regular block on this side. Oops, only 1, and glazed terracotta. Same thing here, we need 1 regular block here, a terracotta here, and 3 regular blocks on this side, 1, 2, 3, and same thing here. On this side we need 1 regular block, 1 terracotta, and this other side we need 3 regular blocks. Now all the modules should have these kind of walls. Now we need to come back to this bottom piston here. We need to put a block behind, and actually we need 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we need to come up 1 block. Then we come back here with 2 blocks. Then we need to come back up 1 block, and you should be connected to the top piston here. And we need 1 more block here, just like that. So you need to do this for all the bottom pistons to connect them to the top pistons. Once it's done, you need to come to this level where you have 2 pistons of the same level, and you need to come to this one, so the one on the side of this obsidian wall. And here we need to put a repeater on 1 tick, then 3 repeaters on 4 ticks, then a redstone dust and another repeater on 4 ticks, and dust on all of these blocks here, and this one too. Now for all the others, you need to put a repeater on 2 ticks, then 5 repeaters on 4 ticks, and then dust on all these blocks too. And now you should copy this setup on all the remaining blocks. Now we need to connect these modules one to each other, so in a sequence. So to do so, we need to come here, and this is the bottom piston. We need to come on this level. Here we need to put a block between these 2, then with a redstone dust on top. Then here we need a sticky piston with an observer. Then we need to put a gap, then another sticky piston facing up, an observer facing into this direction, and here we need a block. Then here we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and you should arrive just directly in the next module. And here we need 3 repeater on 4 ticks and 2 redstone dust. Now for the next one, we need to come here. We put a block with redstone dust on top, a sticky piston, an observer, a gap, a sticky piston facing up, an observer here facing into this direction. Now we need to actually leave a gap here, and then here we can come along until we reach this block. And here we need a repeater on 1 tick, 3 repeater on 4 ticks, and then 2 redstone dust. For the next one, we need to come here, we need to put this time 2 blocks, so 1, 2, with redstone dust. Then a sticky piston facing into this direction with an observer. Then a gap, sticky piston, an observer, this time facing into this direction. And now we need also to leave a block, and now we can come all the way until this block. And here we need 1 repeater on 1 tick, 3 repeater on 4 ticks, and here you should put a redstone dust. The next one is this one. So to do so, we need to put a block on top here with 2 redstone dust on these blocks. Then a sticky piston in front of this redstone dust with an observer. Then we leave a gap, sticky piston facing up. Then we need an observer facing into this direction, and the block here on top. Now we can go down 1 block, and then we should connect to this module. And here we need a redstone block, 3 repeater on 4 ticks, and 1 repeater on 1 tick. For the next one, we need 2 blocks, 1, 2, with redstone dust, a sticky piston on the front, an observer. We leave a gap, sticky piston facing up, an observer in this direction. Now we need a block here, 1 in diagonal from this observer. Then we get up 1 more blocks. Then we should 1, 2, 3 connect to the next module. And here we need 2 redstone dust, and actually 3 repeaters on 3 ticks. And for the final one, we need to come here, we need to put a block with redstone dust, a sticky piston, an observer, we leave a gap, we put another sticky piston facing up, an observer facing into this direction, a block here with redstone dust on top. Then we go up 1 more block with redstone dust, and now you should be aligned with this last module. And here we need 3 repeaters on 4 ticks. Then we can put some dust, and now all the modules are connected. Now we need to connect this output signal to this bottom redstone line here. So here we need to put 2 blocks with redstone dust, then 9 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we need a block on top, then 2 blocks into this direction, a sticky piston with a block on top, then 2 more blocks here, another sticky piston here, and a block on the piston. Now here we need 9 repeaters on 4 ticks. Here we need 2 redstone, here we need 1 redstone, and here we need a repeater on 1 tick. Now we get down, and here you need to put an observer here on top with a Redstone Comparator on subtraction mode. Here we need a block with another Redstone Comparator. Here we need a daylight sensor, an inverted daylight sensor, and same thing on this side, inverted daylight sensor. So this will catch the signal from the top when the TNT is finished. Now we come here at the back, and we'll connect this redstone line to the TNT module. So to do so, we put 1 glass block here with redstone dust, and we continue like that to get up. We put 9 glass blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and after the 9th one we need a block, another block here like that, and here we need a repeater on 1 tick. then a redstone dust, and now we can continue the redstone elevator with glass. We need 13 more glass blocks. So 1, 2, 13. Now we need another repeater setup. And we need 13 more glass blocks. Here we need another repeater setup. Oops. So a repeater on 1 tick, 2 redstone dust, and now we need 7 more glasses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now here we are aligned with this this block here. So here we just draw a line, and here for this last block we need a glass block, so we don't want the redstone here to be cut. Here we need a repeater on 2 ticks and redstone dust. Now this module is connected. We need now to connect this one. So to do so, we come here at the back. We need to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We should be aligned with this one. Then you connect here, and same thing here. You put a glass block. Here we need a repeater on 3 ticks, and here we need 4 repeaters on 4 ticks. And here you can connect these repeaters with redstone dust. Now we're almost done. We just need one more redstone line. So you need to come here on top of this block. You need to put a block and then a little staircase like that with 12 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now same thing on this direction for 2 blocks. So 1, 2. Now 1 block here. Now come up 1 more block. Now you come here 1 block here on the top, and now you should be connected to this this line. Now you can put redstone here, here, here. Here we need a repeater and a redstone line all the way back to the observer here. Now for the second module it's much easier. You just need to put a block here, then 2 blocks here with redstone dust, then 2 more blocks here with redstone dust. Then you go up 1 block like that, 1 more block here, and then you can go all the way until you reach this line. Here we need a repeater on 1 tick and redstone dust here all the way to connect this observer to the line. For the third one, we need to come here below this block. We need to put a block. Then here on the side we put a redstone dust. And now we need to come here on the side, and we need to make a little staircase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks with redstone dust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we turn in this direction, and we need actually 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3 blocks. With then 2 more blocks here, redstone dust, then 1 block here with a repeater on 1 tick, and then we need to here connect these blocks to this line. The next one is on this side, so we need to put here a block here. We get down 1 block here, then we can go back up from 1, 2 blocks. Now we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more blocks, and now we should be aligned here. We can just connect the line here with redstone dust and redstone dust until we reach this block. And the last one is this one. So we put a block here, a block below on the side, then we put another block. We come back up 1. Now we can cross here until we reach here, and we need actually 1 more block here to connect to this line. So here we can add redstone dust to connect this observer to the final line. Now I need to come back here because I forgot one. So here we need to put a block, drop down one, then we need 2 block staircase, and now we can just connect to this line with Redstone Dust. It's very simple. Now the form is basically finished, but to reduce the lag caused by this form, to optimize this form, we can just put some composters on all the hoppers that don't have a block directly above. So all these lines, you can put a composter, same thing here, same thing for this line. And here on the top there are these lines too. Basically all these hoppers need to have a composter, so it reduces the lag of this form. And like that, and here on the bottom we also have here some open hoppers, so we can also put some composters on top. 3 more here, and the form is now completely finished. If you don't want, or if you can't use TNT dupers for your farm, you can also replace them by with dispensers. To do so, you need to remove this piston, all the slime blocks, the TNT block, and this wall here, and you need to place one dispenser instead of just above this fence gate facing down. Now you need to connect these dispensers with blocks, so you need to put 2 blocks here, 1 here on the wall, and then 3 redstone dust to connect this redstone line to the dispenser. Once this is done for all the 8 modules, you also need to slightly adjust some timings. So for all the 7 modules, which are this timing here on the bottom, so 5 redstone full ticks and 1 2 ticks, you need to remove 1 repeater and add 2 ticks on the last repeater. You need to do that for the 7 modules and not for this one, which already have its special timing, which is already correct even with the dispenser. Now, if you want to build the super fast farm, you will need to change a few blocks. So let's review them. So the first change is here in the back. You need to disable this counter, so you can just change this target block of play or just remove it, but you can just let it here in case you want to change back the farm to the normal mode, self-sustain mode. Here in this dispenser, you need to change the number of items you have inside. So depending on the number of log you want per hour and the number of bone meal you want to use per hour, you can change here this number of item. Here you also need to come here in the back, and here below this dispenser you need to put a block with a redstone dust on top. Same thing on the other side. So here you need a block with a redstone dust. And now on this side it's a bit easier, so you need to remove this target block, put a block here with a redstone dust on top. You can actually remove that, remove this block, remove this block here, and then you can just put 2 solid blocks here with redstone dust on top, and that's it. You did everything you need on the bottom of the farm. Now let's go to the top, to the TNT module. So you need to follow this redstone line, and yes, you should arrive at this block here. You need to remove this block and put a redstone dust on top instead. Same thing on this side. You actually need to remove these 2 blocks and this redstone dust, and you can put here another dust. Now the next one, we leave it like that, we don't touch it. And then we come up 1 block here. We can remove this block, put a redstone dust, and remove this dust here, and we are done. The super fast mode is ready to run. If you made it to this point of the video, congratulations, because your farm is now totally finished. You can start it with this lever. So you should hear the dispensers ticking, trying to use bone meal, and next you should hear the TNT blowing up some trees. You can stop the farm here with the same lever at any point. There is no risk to break the farm, but I recommend waiting for this block to be retracted. so you're sure there is no log block on top of the Nalium block here, and so it won't turn into netherrack. Don't forget to leave a like and comment this video to help this channel growing, and subscribe of course if you want to follow up the next tutorials. Have fun with your farm and see you next time.